This is a story about a hard-working young man who lives with his son and his daughter. They live in a 5-story apartment with their Newfoundlands. It was hell living in an apartment with our Newfoundland. Newfoundland are big dogs. They often need regular exercise. They are bred to work, which means that they have high level of strength and energy. Some of their jobs can be swimming, running, working alongside police to take down criminals. They were useful in helping elderly people with daily tasks. Also, hauling wood from the forest, helping fishermen by pulling loaded nets. So living in an apartment is almost impossible with Newfoundland. So the man decided to look for a house with a back garden so the dogs and his kids could play. So after some time of searching, the man finally finds the house they all dream of. It was a beautiful house, so when they got the keys to their new home, it was joy and happiness for the kids and the dogs. But one problem with their new home was that the back garden was left undone by the contractor. Back garden is one place where kids can get outside with the dogs to play without supervision. The garden was damp, rubble, and in a really bad condition. The garden was a nightmare for us and the dogs. The kids cannot have fun with their dogs. The ground was unplayable. So the man decided to get the garden done. At first, he planted grass. But the grass is not growing. So he decided to pave the garden. So he called some paving company for quotes. But the prices are too high for the man to afford. So the man decided to get the garden done by himself. He had worked in the building construction site before. So he started digging and measuring. He worked day and night. He worked in the rain and sunshine. The dogs were helping out as well. After some days of hard labor work, the man finally finished the garden. It was a job well done. The kids loved it. The dogs loved it. The family are all happy. After a few months, something strange happened. There was a smell coming out from the garden, so the man decided to check where the smell was coming from. He could not find it, but rather, he found a big hole under the trampoline. So he quickly thought that the dogs had dug the hole. He was unhappy with the dogs. And he locked the ringleader in the cage. So the next day, as the man woke up, the first thing on his mind was to check the hole the dogs had dug earlier. What he saw was shocking. The ground was covered in bubble surface. The smell was coming from the hole. It was a deadly natural gas coming out from a bursted pipe underneath the ground. The smell was toxic and hazardous. So the man decided quickly to call the fire department. So, when they arrived, they went to the garden to examine the smell. To everyone's surprise, it was a serious leak that has the potential of highly flammable and explosion. So, the firefighters quickly evacuated the family from the house and began to seal off the garden. If it wasn't for the sense of smell from the dogs that leads to digging, the family would not have known the threat they were facing. The dogs were hailed as hero. And that was how dogs saves their family from hazardous threat. Thank you for watching.